Alright, we are back with the second half, third quarter. Madden 26.
Alright, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. See many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment.
Okay, let's take a look at who's going to be coming in. Well, Matthew Stafford. For the Cowboys, it's Milton, and there's Dak Prescott. Waiting in the wings. It's going to have a long wait.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys starting to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Sanders toss left side. Faked him with a joke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, 55 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the
they'll try and throw for him. He's going down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack of the turnover try.
They're trying to get 2, and they don't get none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. showing on the play clock. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They're playing like girls. You should know. Right? Watch it. You're a girly boy. Everybody's going nuts around here. Grandpa, you're awake. I'm hearing some strange noises coming from that girly boy. I know.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. It's complete. He gets this one just shy of 40. They'll break him down to 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive. So give him a first down.
Line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Gorham. Get it out to midfield. He's got a spot right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And past the 35, we dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18-yard line.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Corner now on 1st and 10. They stopped it for a yard, taking it down to 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Stafford. And this throw a good lead as he couldn't reach back forward. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Stafford. From the sideline, it's complete. Athletic grab is just well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. A really nice nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion. Could have been so much more.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Cowboys take over first and
And
10.
Dallas gets set to
At their
take
own
the field.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. First time it's on the line. He's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It's also
2 yards to loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Off the play fake. Milton. And it'll be infield after getting this one across the 40.
a gain of 10 yards.
Getting 10 back as that sets him up for the go down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
And he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete. He will give the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down
It's a gain of 10.
conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run off of him. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
This defense wants to stay in this ball game. They've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Running right. Here's Sanders. He's going to take this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of
229 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. And you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you heard the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here, and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
a gain of
11 now and another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
touchdown, Dallas.
Jonathan Mingo, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
that drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Aubrey down for the PAT. And that releases a 19-point game.
Extra score outweighs
So that drive 7 plays in length.
24.
And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
I hate to say it. Say it. Yeah, man, say it. But this game is going nowhere. I mean, I'm happy for the Jones family. They're going to get themselves a win, but the Rams, they just got struggles written all over their carcass. So, we don't want to be a glutton for LA punishment. So, let's just see where this goes.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughton. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Just blame it on the flies. I told you we should have moved the old geezer into the other room. Well, let's not get crazy here. Verse. Jordan. Davis. Jalen. Get the upgrades. And for the Cowboys. Bell. Well, it was an interesting game. I mean, for preseason. I mean, deja vu, all the other Cowboy Rams game in the last 2 weeks. Ha 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 ha. You keep sticking to that story that we've been here before. Listen, don't you listen to me. Yeah, I'm not listening to you. We've been, like, in a paranormal weirdness. You know, every time we advance, we end up being back at the beginning. This is Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete. Things are getting crazy around here. Things have always been crazy. Let's say just say, cup of chill, cup of poo-poo. Okay. If I could repeat what you just said, somebody translate. I think he said bacon poo-poo, ketchup, poo-poo. Shut up. What? I'm just translating. Good night, nurse.